Today I am finally going to get to decoupaging that Dollar Tree skeleton that I picked up and pre-painted with my hydrangea pink from Hobby Lobby. So I have my collage medium, a little paintbrush, and really nothing else. I don't think, other than the rice paper from Frank Garcia, I need anything else. Oh, and here's the little instructions. And this, although this collection, the 31 collection, is not available anymore, they have, oh my gosh, this is such a little amount of rice paper. This is available on simonsaysstamp.com. So I have seen it there. I'm sure you can find it other places like Etsy, but just thought, you know what, let's start this because I have been putting this off and I've been dying to have it. I want to at least make one, possibly two, for my, I have double doors that go into my bedroom, and I thought it would be cool to have two of these hung on my doors. But what I'm going to do is, before I do this, I am going to kind of figure out the placement and I should have enough. This idea is totally scrap lifted from Simply Home by Nikki. She made one of these and gave one of these away in a swap or in Happy Mail one last year. And I am going to try to recreate that, you know, with my own little spin and the different supplies I have. All right, so I will be back. Okay, so what I have done is, you do not get much of this, and it's surprisingly thick. Can you see like the fabric-y texture in there? Okay, it's surprisingly thick. I have cut this as tight as possible on here, hoping to salvage down here. I've cut this as tight as possible on the face, and we're just gonna see. I feel like I can piece these together on the rest of the body parts. So I will start applying and we'll just see what happens. Thought you guys might want to see what I did to put this on. So, and you can use any sort of collage medium that you have. Probably glue would work fine. And just, you know, whatever you got. Sometimes it's nice to just use what you've got. And sometimes you find new and creative ways to do stuff just because that's what you had. And a lot of times I'm like, oh, I don't feel like going to the store. You know, you have the time to do the actual project, but you don't have the time to get to the store. I'm doing a pretty light coat because I have never worked with rice paper, but I do know that this collage medium dries matte and clear. So I'm gonna get the edges, and I didn't go all around the edges with my paint perfectly because it's Halloween and I feel like it doesn't need to be so perfect. Now I have right here just a piece of white paper, just like printer paper, and then I have some water in case things get too sticky in a little like watercolor cup, and just gonna use like a little baby wipe to clean off my fingers to help out. This is very exciting. Then I have little non-stick pieces of plastic. They come in the separating material of the Huggies baby wipes that I use. I'm gonna flip him upside down. I mean, I tried to get as perfect of a fit as possible. And there must be black on this. Huh, I don't know. I don't know where the black's coming from. It must be coming from the little skeleton itself. All right. Well, I'm just gonna let it dry. I guess I could cover it on top. I don't know that it needs it. I'll see. I'll let this sit and dry, and if I cover it on top, I will show that. Okay. All right. Fingers crossed. I'll lay it over here so it won't stick on anything while it dries. Something I figured out while I was doing this is that I can really get the edges really finished off if I see how close I'm cutting it because I don't have that much. Just take the teeniest bit of your medium, your glue, and get it on the edge and press it down. And it doesn't have to be pressed down around the whole thing. See how flexible it is? It doesn't tear, it just kind of molds to it. So that's how I'm doing it. And there might be other ways you could sandpaper it, but I thought, ooh, this is going to give me a really cool edge that's going to match that. How cute is that already? I did it with this bone. You see how I folded the extra? I am going to, if I have, like, I'm considering this a large piece, I'm going to save that and tell you guys at the end if I even needed to bother with that. But I feel like there's going to be some spots that I'm like, oh, I'm like a half of an inch short. I don't know. So I've got a lot of body parts to cover, but they're skinny, so I'll probably be okay. So very exciting. You know, when you're just so happy you finally got into something that you wanted to do so badly, I'm feeling that right now. I'll be back. All right, so a few things I've discovered. You might want to have an X-Acto knife handy if you want to get in between the little skeleton's pinky and ring finger. And everything is going really smooth. I took out this, oh, my fingers are dirty. I took out this toothpick that had a flower on it that I picked off, and you can get all in the little edges and run it all across all the detail, and then smooth your glue across it. So that's working great. And I am poking through the holes while it's wet, so the glue gets in there and it's stuck down. So I just wanted to show right here, you can see the little hole, and you can see it, and it just goes right down. Just kind of twirl it in there. Like I said, all you need is a toothpick. And you can just swipe a little glue just to reinforce it. But it's turning out cute, isn't it? Oh no. Do I have my hands going the same way? I have my hands going the same way. Make sure you have your hands turned in the right direction. You know, this one's kind of freaking me out anyway. So I'm going to turn it over. Didn't that turn out dark? I was like, it's bubble gum. It's a bubble gum advertisement. It turned out dark. Okay, so I'm going to turn him this way. Make sure and then I'll make sure I have all my feet turned in the right direction. All right, I'll be back. All right, I got the hand going in the right direction. It kind of looks like she's wearing a glove with what I chose, so it just needs to dry. But I wanted to show how much I've got left. All I have left to do are the legs and the feet. And I have got, I mean, plenty. Look at that. Plenty, plenty. So one piece is plenty, and you're going to have some scraps. And then I will show how I'm going to kind of cut these pieces. This stuff is sturdy. I'm very impressed. Look at that jack-o'-lantern. So cool. I'll be back. So as I was snipping around where there's a bend, I just thought I'd show a quick little snip. And that'll help you curl the paper around the wood. I may as well show it since I'm doing it. Just get a little bit on here and curl it over. And it's sticking. See how I snipped it? It's really staying on there. It's going much faster than I thought it would ever go. Like, I kind of thought this would be many days in the making. No, I don't think so. Once you have your little project painted, and if you have a dark enough paper, you don't need to paint it. Or if you want the natural wood look, you don't need to paint it. That natural wood look would be very cool. So look at that. It just curls right over and sticks. Isn't that cool? Okay, so I'll be back, and I guess the next thing is going to be to cut the little holes. All right, so it's all dried and ready to poke those little holes through. I'm going to grab scissors too. I cleaned off these. You'll have to wash off your scissors. I'm not sure which ones I'll need, but I grabbed some little things that were just on my desk I might want to embellish with. But of all the tools I had, my toothpick was the most used, other than my little paintbrush. And you can use your fingers to do the Distress Collage Medium. So this is what it looks like without the eyes on. And Nikki has a picture, I believe last year she posted it on Instagram, and she's Simply Home by Nikki on Instagram. And if you want to see, she doesn't show making it, so I'm just kind of winging it how I would do it. She showed her finished product. It's so cute. I'm gonna plug this phone in. It is so stinking cute, and I have wanted to do this ever since I saw her make that, and I just couldn't find this at Dollar Tree, this skeleton guy. All right, so I'm just gonna start. We'll just do this. I'm not real sure what to do. Oh, look at that. This has been a very simple project. Okay, so just poke a hole through, and it's like fabric. It feels like the thinnest fabric you could ever get your hands on. I've never used rice paper. I've seen it before, but I've never used it. Look at that. It goes right in. And she had said she thought it looked creepy to leave the bones like that. It doesn't look as defined as I would like it. The only thing that looks strange to me is how this one turned out like a glove almost. That is crazy looking. But this is what I have left. So I could always lighten that hand, and I might later lighten it. I might put a ring on her hand. I was thinking a ring might be cool, and if I have a big enough like diamond, that will cover up. So I've got all my pieces, and the only thing left is to cut through, just poke through here, and then I will go through and do the collage medium. So, or, you know, use whatever you've been working with, and just make sure you don't, you know, cut yourself. But this is all I'm going to do to fold stuff back. Well, how simple and lovely is this? And it dried really fast. And I'm just so happy she shared this. Okay. All right. So I will be back with this kind of completed, and I'm going to put these are what initially came with it. Well, that would go on that part. So this will go on this part. And if you can see these tiny little holes, and it looks like, oh yeah, I can just press it with my hand. I don't even need jewelry tools. There. Oh, cool. That's cool. Okay. So I'll be back with this thing looking a little better and assembled, and then we will decorate it. Okay, so I've got, this was the absolute hardest part, the most time consuming. It's not hard at all. You just have to make sure you punch through, and I found this an invaluable tool to get that laid down, then kind of lay those, because it kind of has fibers. It's almost fuzzy. And then I had to use my X-Acto knife to get this again. So I was doing this, and I thought, you know what? Let me show people. Let me show you guys how I kind of laid this stuff down. And there may be an easier way. I'm just kind of putting the brush in there with the glue or the collage medium. And then you just run this through and flatten it down. So it's definitely a project that you can sit down with and you can put down, walk away from. I have just happened to take the time today to do this decoupage all in one because I wanted it done. And I happened to have the time. So everybody in my household is occupied, it's raining, and I thought, well, there was no better time than to start this than right now. See how you have to kind of pull those back? So yes, this part I didn't enjoy, but I knew there was going to be something that kind of made it like, oh, but it's so worth it. It's going to be so cute. Doesn't it look so much better without that tissue over it? See, it's not bad. See how you get these little fibers right there? You just pull them, and you sometimes have to pull it from behind. There, ta-da, done. Okay, now I will get the rings put on it. Now I'm going to soak these things. I will get the rings put on it and come back and we can embellish. But I thought, I don't want anybody to run out and buy this stuff and then be like, oh, I couldn't stand doing the rib cage and the pelvis. That's part of it. See, now I've messed it up. That is kind of, we'll get it laid back down. So this was the most tedious part of it. But I think it's worth it because I have wanted this and I thought this was just the greatest idea. And it might be that if you use napkins or tissue, this wouldn't happen. So this, although this rice paper is super strong and incredibly beautiful, you wouldn't want to do a bunch of these. Just one, and you'll be happy with your project. All right, I'll be back with her all put together. Okay, I have got her all assembled. I've got all her little parts glued down. Make sure that's shut. And she is adorable, just like this. How stinking cute is this? Okay, so, oh gosh, she could sit in a chair. Okay, so I thought, why don't I get out some of my resin pieces? Now, I remember Nikki put flour here. And I remember she had some things scattered around and she had fabric tied around the joints, which I'm definitely going to do that because that looked really cool. And I thought, let me not look at it. I don't want to copy it. You know, I want to put my flair on it. And I had some little bows. These bows I made from that faux velvet Dollar Tree ribbon. And I ran them with a die cut, you know, through my Sizzix Big Shot. I do not recommend doing that. I think I sneezed for 3 hours after doing that. I do not know what this is made of, but it made me very sneezy. So I grabbed some of my resin pieces. That's cute. I know I have a crown. That's pretty. And, oh, that's darling. Okay, so I might go with that. I want to put a flower that I have. So these, I think these are from this year. I think these are from that's too big. The Luna collection. I don't like the purple on that. But I really like the bow. So let's put a pink one. And I already tried black. So let's do it. Let's see. We take away the bow and put the flower. That's actually really cute. I think I'm going to go bow. And I've got my hot glue gun warming up. Oh, and I don't know if you guys, this is like a public service announcement. I don't know if you guys liked the Mintopia Halloween collection from last year. I didn't grab it. Poochie Tats has been working with it. I've been so jelly. It's so cute. So I know I bought the Luna collection and a few odds and ends things. I've gotten the stamp market, but I've been checking every day on well, every day for like the past week, because I just felt like it's got to be, the Mintopia collection has got to be coming out soon. So I chose checking on frankgarciastudios.com, and it's in, and I grabbed some paper. They have dies, and they have ephemera and stickers, and they have acrylic stickers, and I was just like, oh my gosh. So if you guys liked that collection, run over there. Surely he has some left because it was just put on there today, and grab some. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. And you know, he does free shipping over $75, I think, which, you know, you're gonna love it and you're gonna hit the free shipping. And if you don't, I'm jealous because I have no self-control. Okay, so that's really cute. And I've got, you know what, I'm gonna grab out more of these. I'll put them here. So this is like my little resin case. I've got, oh, that's cute. Oh, this one's a little off center, but at least I see this, what this button would look like. That might be cute to have a button on her. I'll have to make a button. I've been wanting to get my button maker out because I thought it would be fun to do some buttons for Luna. I have some ghosts. Oh, I have some bones. So you make these things, you forget about them, and then they come in very, very handy. So these were from an Etsy mold. Oh, and that's cute. And they're earrings. Would it take, then I wouldn't need that. Oh, that's cute. And look how, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a 31 right there. I strategically placed that there. I strategically placed that there too, but that's crazy looking. Okay, so I have messed around. I have found, I think this is kind of how I like her. I think I'm gonna put a little bow on her hand. I don't think the heart, oh, that's cute. It's a shame I don't have a white one. Ooh, oh no. Okay, so I think I'm gonna put that orange heart there. I'll show you guys what the black looks like. Oh God, it's a hard decision. I did find my crowns. They were right here. And I just kind of wanted to show you guys, make sure she's still on screen. So, a little crown, a little crown. And these intricate dies are from AliExpress. And they were very inexpensive. Let's see. So we're going with the black. I'll put these cuties away. And I found a 31, but I don't really see anywhere to put that. I've got that 31 there. I think I'm going to kind of leave her legs the way they are. I do like that. Okay, so right now, I'm kind of happy the way she is. So I'm going to, so cute, right? And these things are really cool. Like if you have the desire to do the resin, it's really fun. You make them and you think, oh, well, I didn't do anything with them. And then a year later, you're creating a project and you don't have to run to the store and go buy anything. I could see if I have any. Get some of this behind that, but I don't know. I don't want to get her too crazy. I don't know, that's pretty cute. Okay. And you know, I've got this. I wonder if this would look cool tied in her little joints, because I've got her very pink and white, but we'll figure that out. I'll leave that to remind myself. So cute. Okay, so I think those are a keeper there. What about this here? No, it doesn't make sense. I will think on that. We've got that. I definitely want these guys to go there. That's cool. Put that like that. Like that. And let's decide. This would be nice if I was on live. That orange heart is really cute. And this little, that black really pops. This is a mold from Michael's, that resin line they have. That's cute. Well, I could not be more thrilled with this. I'm gonna see if I can find something else for that. Okay, I think that I am going to switch to this little AliExpress resin rose, little pink resin rose. That is so cute. All right, that's cute. That kind of lightens up her hand too. That, I mean, I have a little rose ring, so that makes sense. All right, so there she is in all her glory. I think this is good. I'm gonna go find some fabric and I will be back. Okay, so I went a different way with fabric. I thought about using this Tossed Heads fabric from Joann, but she's so pink, and then that was the blackest fabric I had. I switched to using my tinsel trim from the 31 collection. So I grabbed that, and all I did was take this, oops, I have tinsel stuff everywhere. I took this mesh. It's like a mesh tool that I've grabbed from AliExpress. It kind of reminds me of spider webs. I just cut it into strips like that. Fished it through the circles and fishtailed it. Cut it kind of short. And then I just thought I would show with the last piece. So you feed it through the circle, and you can actually make it so that these, see where the opening is on the ring? Push that behind. I think this ribbon will probably make this a little sturdier, because I don't see how it would be able to move around like when you're storing it. And then you just need the tiniest bit of this tinsel. The tiniest bit of this tinsel trim. And I'm showing you the good, the bad, and the ugly with all of the scraps and the pieces that have shed everywhere, but it's okay. It's okay. Look, I've been dying to make this, and I'm going to pull this a little further through. That's cute. I'm gonna get, I want it to match that one. Just kind of loosen it there, and then I kind of drag it. Oh gosh, I hope you guys were seeing that. And then I kind of drag it off the edge of the table and cut it over the carpet. And then that gets the majority of my little sprinkles everywhere. So I didn't do the tinsel around her neck because it was kind of thick and distracting. I may wind up coming back and doing it, but I don't think so. But she's complete. She is done. My cute little skelly girl is all done and ready to hang on my door. So which door am I going to do? I'll probably put it on my bedroom door, trying to encourage myself to make another one, but I will need to buy more of this rice paper. So that's that, and she's done, and my desk is a mess, but that is not a care in the world at all, because I have been dying to do this. And I will say, this took a while to do. I've been working on it for hours, and it had already been pre-painted. So if you only have, I typically do not have this much time, set little, 30-minute periods. You can paint it, let it dry. You can put the rice paper on, let it dry. Then you can smooth the edges, let it dry, that kind of thing. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. And let me know what you think. Are you like, you are crazy for doing that? Or are you like, oh my gosh, I've got to do that? I hope it's the second. I hope you guys decide you want to do it. And remember, put your own little pieces on there. We all have tons of these resin pieces and tons of little ephemera, and make it your own. If you make it, please tag me on Instagram, or at least let me know that you made it. I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and a big thanks to Simply Home by Nikki for coming up with this great idea. You guys have a great day. See you in the next video. Bye.